Hi, Gina here with Peace, Love, and Homeschool, and today I'm hosting my very first collaboration on YouTube. It's called Handmade with Love, a project roundup. Stay tuned for details. I'm so excited about today's video because it's my first collaboration on YouTube. This collab is called Handmade with Love, a project roundup. Basically, this is like a grown-up show and tell of all the handmade projects you've made for the month. This will be a recurring collab, so you can jump in anytime or you can skip a month if you'd like. There's no commitment in that regard. I'd really love it if you join in on this collab because we can spark ideas with each other and spur each other on to continue making beautiful handmade things for our loved ones. Now what I'm really looking forward to is if you have any children out there who are making handmade items, by all means, share their work as well. Have them share their work on camera. That would be wonderful. I don't know if this is true, but I feel like the handmade arts are just kind of dying away. I'm learning how to quilt, and I joined a quilt guild a few years ago, and I was one of the youngest persons there. Everyone else was in their 60s and 70s and even 80s. There was one person younger than me there who was 23, and she moved away, so now I'm the youngest person there. I'm sure it has a lot to do with younger people are raising families and all that kind of stuff, but still it kind of made me feel like maybe younger people are not doing as much handmade arts as they used to. I would just hate for talent to be, fall by the wayside. I just want to do something to help encourage others and to encourage them to get their children involved as well, and just to pass on their knowledge. I feel very strongly that we need to be teaching and encouraging the next generation. This collab is a recurring collab, so it's once a month. I tried to set it up on the fourth Saturday of every month, but it's not always going to fall on that fourth Saturday. There's a schedule of the dates posted in our YouTube Collaborators group. If you're interested in that, I have the link down below. I've also put up a schedule on my blog, so you'll have those dates at your fingertips. And finally, I have a playlist of everyone who's going to be involved in this collab. The link is right up here in the little eye, and I've also listed it down below in the description box. You're welcome to go click on that link and add your video to the playlist. That's all it's going to take, and I just ask that you keep these videos family friendly. Now with all that said, I said I would never say that on YouTube. Now that all the housekeeping is out of the way, let's get started on what I've worked on. Now some of these projects are not projects I've done in the last month. Some of them are UFOs that I just finished off, so don't be thinking I've made all these like in 1 month, because no, that's not been happening. I'm trying to get to where I'm crafting more often, but no, I'm not there yet. So let's get started with knitting. How you like my scarf? I call this cotton candy. It's so billowy, like clouds or cotton candy. It's very soft. I made this for a little girl. I started this a couple years ago, and I made it for a little girl. Put fringe on it. Who I was pretty close to, and I just loved this little girl, but she moved away. And I started it to practice my knitting because I'm not a knitter by nature. I'm a crocheter. So this took me 2 years to finish, and not because I'm that slow of a knitter, but more because I really don't think I'm meant to be a knitter. I kept procrastinating and putting it off. I'm the world's slowest knitter, yes. But I just worked on this whenever I had a chance or wherever I needed to grab a project if we're going to know we're going to be waiting somewhere. And so it didn't go very far. And there's no pattern to this. It was pretty much knit, purl for 8 stitches across, and then repeat, 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 and then add fringe. So this was very quick and easy, simple to make. Now on to some crochet things I've made. Now of course I live in Tennessee, so how could I not try to make a baby Vols cap? Yep, that's right. So that's my big T right there for any baby or youth. I think it'll fit a baby. See, that's the only thing I don't know how to do. I don't know how to size these hats. So if you have tips on that, please let me know, because I just don't know how to do it. But these are, I assume this is for like like maybe a 1-year-old. And then I made a couple more, and they're a little bit larger. So like I figured mom and dad, maybe, I don't know. So I've got those done. And I got these patterns out of the Happy Hooker Stitch and Bleep book. Yes, yeah, that's where I got that pattern from for these. Okay, and this I just kind of followed the same pattern and then did my own thing with the T. Okay, so another thing I've done is I've worked with thread. I love working with thread. So I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I'll do a picture in a minute. But this is my doily that I made. And this is a close-up of my little mini doily that I made. Okay, see how close I can get so you can kind of see. See all these little pickets at the top? They should all be pretty even, but they're kind of wonky also, so that's going to be taken care of when I starch it and block it. So that is one. And the pattern for this, I'll show you. The pattern from this came from Patricia, the best of Patricia. The pattern for this came from the best of Patricia Kristoffersen. She has lovely doilies and tablecloths, and I really want to work on making several of the items in this book. But it's going to take time. I'm just going to go through it pretty slow and just make items as I need them. This is a beautiful book, and I would say it's more for advanced crocheters. Now the next item I made, I'm working on these for Christmas this year. I'm working on the 99 Snowflakes book. I've had this a very long time, but haven't had time. No, I haven't made the time to make these. I don't know, it just seemed kind of intimidating, but I finally jumped in. And here's an example of one. Okay, these aren't quite exactly finished, but I'm waiting to tuck this little tail, and then I need to starch and pin and block these. Can you see? Anyway, I'll show you a picture right here. So here you can see some of these. I have 10 of them done. I'm supposed to be doing 2 per week, but I have not done 2 per week this year to be done in time by Christmas. And actually it should even be more than that, because I don't want to be working on them through December. But I will kick it up a notch and get these done. So I'm definitely going to have these on my tree this year. I need to starch and block these, and I want to do it all at once. So I didn't want to do one as I finished them. So I'm going to wait till I have about a couple dozen, and then I'll starch and block them all. The next item I have is crocheted also, but it's a different kind. It's a little bit different. This is a felted bag, felted tote. I wanted to embellish this, but I didn't know what to put on it. So this is how it would normally look, and then my little practice run of making a couple of flowers. And I didn't know if people would like that. So, because this is going to probably go up for sale in my shop as well. But tell me, do you like it better with the flowers or plain without the flowers? I can't decide. I like it both ways, I think. I just found a flower online and just, from a free pattern, and just made it. And then this, I had bought a pattern for some felted totes years and years and years ago. And this is like a variation of that pattern. It's not the same exact pattern. So that's all my crocheted and knitted items. Let me show you a couple more things. This is my rag baby quilt. I fell in love with this material, this little the monkeys there, and the zebras up here, and the lions over here. It is just too cute. I had to do something with it, but I didn't buy enough. I didn't know, because I've never made one of these before. I found the directions for this on YouTube. I don't remember who it was, sorry. But it was very easy to make. You quilt as you go, so you don't even need to find someone to quilt your little baby quilt. And then you just sew them all together. There's a little sandwich of fabric here. So you have the orange, and then you have the patterned up here, and then there's one more in between. And then the more you wash, the more raggy it'll get, and it will just be really cute, and the edges will get all frayed. So that's my little baby quilt. The last thing I want to share with you are my pillowcases. I found a tutorial of these pillowcases. I think it's from the Crafty Gemini here on YouTube. I'm not sure, but I think that it was her video that I learned how to do this. But here is the, first of all, you can kind of see this better as it's folded up. It has little skulls and lipstick and flowers and eyelashes. And then this will fit any standard pillow. And I didn't make just one. I was making these to put up in my Etsy shop as well. I don't know if I'm going to put these all up in my Etsy shop or just put them on my website. Not sure yet. But I'll just show you the other fabric I chose. Little frogs. Cute little monkeys with hearts and the word love. More cute little monkeys with hearts. Sock monkeys this time. Dinosaurs. And owls with umbrellas. And I did make one more, because what started all this was I made it for my little friend who I made the scarf for her birthday, and she got the ladybugs. Oh, they were adorable. There's a sampling of the things that I've made or been working on lately. I think in the future you're going to see more quilting projects, and then of course my snowflakes and some doilies once in a while. And I have many UFOs. If you don't know what UFO stands for, that stands for unfinished objects. I have a lot of those because I think what most crafters have, and that is, I call it crochet ADD. I start one project, see another one, put that down, start the next one because I can't wait to start it, put that down, start the next one. I've done that many times, so I'm trying to finish up all my projects because I'm switching over to quilting more than crochet. So I want to clean out that stash. I'm going to be selling a lot of my old yarn, and then the yarn I really love I'm going to be working on finishing up. Or either making something or finishing up the UFOs. So there you have it. Again, you are more than welcome to join in this collab. I look forward to hearing from you. Be sure to watch the playlist. Again, right up here in the little eye. Watch that playlist for inspiration from everybody. I'm just tickled anybody would want to do this collab with me. I really am. I'm so excited about it. I love seeing what everyone else has made, and I just can't wait for Saturday to get here. If you enjoyed today's video, would you mind giving us a thumbs up? That would really help us out. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace out. If you missed my last video, no worries, you can check it out right here. And be sure to subscribe to our channel right here. And don't forget to ring that little bell so you'll be notified every time we upload.